And welcome back to more Let's Play
Little Goody Two Shoes.
I am the Max of Few Trades. In the last part, Elise ended her incredibly traumatic adventure. She ultimately admitted her feelings to Freya. Elise just decided, nah, you know what? The hell with all this freaky deaky nonsense. Don't want it, don't need it. I'm out. I'm gonna take my girl. We're gonna head out to town. We're gonna open up a nice little seamstress shop, and we're gonna make our way in the world, and it's gonna be a wonderful time. And it was. It was cute as hell. Absolutely loved it. Totally cool with all that. However, there is still more for me to see, at the very least. I want to see the other girls, honestly. I mean, we got a pretty good amount of Rose and Marie, just because she's, you know, so tied to the plot, and also because she lived with Elise, so there's a lot there. But I'm really curious about learning more about Leb. I mean, we also saw some of her. We saw her pass out from exhaustion and everything and all that. So yeah, no, I wanna get to know them more. I want to be able to properly evaluate all the gals. That almost doesn't sound right. I just want to see all there is to see from all of them, you know? See what my favorite ending is, I guess. Maybe we'll even figure out what the hell that fish key was all about. Because that's also been sticking into the back of my mind this entire time. I never found a use for that thing, and that bothers the hell out of me. Alright, so, in order to facilitate this, I am going to have to play through the entire game again. Twice, I guess. That's a lot to do, but, yeah, well, the longer I sit around doing nothing, the longer it's gonna take me to get there, so there you are. I'm also going to just, be a bit more leisurely with how I go about things, and if I discover anything new that I missed, or just, you know, like, interesting, whatever that may be, then I'll cut into that. I'm not gonna show the entire playthrough again, that's entirely unnecessary. Knowing exactly where to go and what to do and everything should speed things up at least a little bit. Either way, you're going to basically see me jump around to all of the relevant moments, and yeah, should be a good time for me, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, zoom! I don't know how to start this. You know, I never really did make it quite abundantly clear just how freakishly adorable Elise looks when she wakes up. Look how eepy sleepy she is. It's so cute. Alright, so we're still at the very beginning of the game. You know, just met Rose and Marie. And I'm guessing, well, not guessing, I guess I just am. She's going to be who I spend time with in this playthrough. There's a lot of things I want to say about Rose and Marie. I guess we'll just do so as we do, but first things first, I wanted to just check this out real fast, because it's something to talk about. Yep. Okay, so that's 1 out of the 10 endings. Alright, so just looking at it logically, I would assume that at the very least 6 of the endings are basically purely love interest dependent. Like, I assume that there is, you know, a sacrifice the girl and don't sacrifice the girl ending for all 3 of them. That is going to be my guess. Aside from that, I mean, that leaves 4 more endings. I'm going to guess that one of them is basically max out your suspicion, the town don't listen to you, and they burn you at the stake. That is my base assumption on that one, so that would fill out another one. Other than that, if I had to guess, they might have to do with running out of time, like not managing to get all of the stuff you need to, like, get to the final area at the end of the festival. That's just about all I can really think of, though. Immensely curious, I must say. Oh, my goodness. Wait, hang on a second. Oh. 'Tis a unicorn. A crying unicorn. perhaps it is the last unicorn, even. Did it always look like this? I don't know. I've never looked at it before. Is this something I'm going to have to now look at every now? Okay. Totally missed that last time. All right, fair enough, I suppose. But yeah, no, I just kind of wanted to very quickly muse on possible endings and whatnot. All right, so yep, we can zoom through quite a bit of this. I guess we'll just jump ahead to the Rose and Marie events. And we can talk about her and stuff. Well, I can say one thing at least. I'm interested in her in a narrative context because the way she's always going on about fate and her unwavering belief in him and the getting the testament and going through and getting at least to get her wish fulfilled and everything. I'm almost curious as to what a different ending for her can be. I'm also interested in her in a romantic context in the sense that, she grew up, Elise grew up with Freya and Leb. There's already a connection there. It almost feels like knowing her for 6 days isn't enough to really form a life-changing bond, but I don't know, I guess maybe that is enough. I really don't know, I can't say. But I'm curious because it also feels like, like I theorized a good while ago, Elise and Rose and Marie might have been born of the same circumstances. I feel like they're the two that are obviously the most connected with all of the freaky-deaky magical stuff going on in town, whereas Freya and Leb are more just kind of, outside observers. And I don't know how things go with Leb, but at least with Freya, she never finds out about any of that stuff, and that's just fine by me. But Rose and Marie, she's a lot more in the metaphorical trenches in this regard. So I'm curious. I'm very curious to see what the rest of the heart events are going to be, and just what a happy ending for her and Elise could even look like. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna show the first event again, just for the sake of, completionist's sake and everything. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and jump to that. Actually, something else I'm immensely curious about is Flock. Sure, there was that one time he was extra super ominous and freaky-deaky concerning and everything, but I'm curious if there's more to it than that. Like, is Flock just a normal-ass goat, fluffy and adorable and wonderful and all that, or is this like, I don't know. Do you think Rose and Marie could still technically, I mean, we know she's not the witch, but she could be a witch and Flock is a familiar. There are so many questions, and I'm hoping to at least get something resembling an answer. You know what? This is something else I completely forgot. In the Elise and Freya ending, we briefly see Leb waving them off at the end of their, at the start of their little prologue, but epilogue. But we don't see Rose and Marie at all. See, that kind of stuff, like, why not, Like, did something happen to her and we don't know? Is it something I can prevent? I don't know. That's the kind of stuff I want to find out, but, Flock is also a character of interest. This is still adorable. I really didn't need to see that creature again. I really didn't. But, I guess that raises another question I guess I have. Really, where is the dividing line between, I guess, dreams and reality? Right? Like, sometimes Elise will wake up in bed. I mean, sometimes she's very clearly having a dream. Other times, it's so much more vague. I mean, obviously, we've got creepy magics at hand and everything, but, like, I guess I'm just really curious as to how the magic works at the end of the day. But, you don't have to explain magic now, do you? Interesting that. Regardless. Just something, as I'm playing, I'm going to be musing about things, I suppose. Regardless. Oh, right, so, I was thinking that maybe it's possible, I was wondering if there was a way to maybe try and date the girls enough to, like, continue forward and, like, get it through in one go and not need to do multiple playthroughs of, like, the whole game. But I don't see that as being possible, because if you ignore a girl, eventually they just don't have events at all anymore. And several of them have conflicting schedules with each other. Like, you can only see either Freya or Leb. You can't see both. And once you don't visit one, their heart events don't pop up anymore, so you're just kind of locked out entirely. So there's really not a whole lot you can do. Bit diabolical, if I'm being honest with yous. Anywho, I gotta go do some tasks. I'm gonna go do that. Oh, Elise. You don't look so good, Miss Dorothea. Have you seen Miffy by any chance? I ought to make sure she's doing her daily reading. She's awfully behind. No, I haven't. Have you tried asking Miss Lorelei? Yeah, I was told she was set to the well for water, but she's not there. Elise, I can only pray she's all right. She does wander off quite often, doesn't she? Won't you please tell her if you see her? Huh. I don't know if I've ever noticed a little, like, sign above someone's head like that before. But it might have been something a little more. Although that does interestingly bring up Muffy in general. I kind of thought that she was going to end up doing a little bit more than she ended up doing, you know? She really was just kind of a neat and fun mechanic to lower your suspicion gauge every now and then. I mean, annoying as hell and probably not a very good person, ultimately, because she engaged in copious amounts of blackmail. So, yeah, not a great gal. Not a great gal, not really, no, but I don't know. I guess I just thought that she would, I don't know, at least show up at the end to do something. I don't really know what. Anywho, I've got more things to do. Although I do see Muffy literally just standing there. Hey there. Miss Dorothy is looking for you, Molly. Not the daily readings. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm not going back, Elise. It's a Sunday. So, I'm working either way, aren't I? But you're different. What's that? I'm just a girl. I can't be working all day like you. Hey, yo, what the hell's that supposed to meant to be implying? Man, Muffy, you do suck. Just in general, you are not a pleasant individual. Ay. Alright, off I go. Now, what am I doing talking to a goat? I don't know, what are you doing talking to a goat? I don't know why, for some reason that's very funny to me. Anywho, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and do the first event with Rose and Marine again, just so we have the full contextual, you know, story in one place. There she is. Alright. Let's spend a little bit of time with the little witchy gal. Alright. Refresh my memory about this whole thing about fate and dreaming of Elise and all that. Now that I actually have a lot more of the plot, you know, in mind, maybe it'll all ring a little different or something. Who knows? I didn't know you'd be back so soon, Elise. Again, this was absolutely the time you told me to talk to you, so I don't know what you're so surprised about. I still ought to head back to town, mind you. What are you doing standing out here? Oh, just waiting for the stars to come out is all. Must be nice having so much free time, Rosemary, I gotta be real. A little early for stars, don't you think? I find it helps me air out my thoughts. And she's got so very many. Air out your thoughts, you say? I'm waiting for the waxing crescent. Yeah, I'm never gonna be able to understand which moon sign is which. Important I set my sight on what's to come. The sooner the better. Yeah, you got a lot of mystery behind you, girl. What do you mean, Rosemarie? Well, you see, Elise, I've dreamt about you before. About Kieferberg, too. Last night, or... I know this may sound strange, but I didn't quite stumble upon Kieferberg by accident. What do you mean? Do you believe in fate, Elise? That's such an incredibly gargantuan question to ask somebody. Like, this is our third conversation. That's just a weird thing to ask. I don't know, I've never given it much thought. Then you most likely won't believe what I have to say. It's gonna sound like the ravings of a lunatic, I won't lie to you. I've always known my fate was with you, Elise. When you say you've always known, what does always mean exactly? That's what I want to know. Huh? It's too soon to be having this conversation, if I'm honest. I meant to wait until you were ready, but...
Rosemarine.
I don't understand, Rosemarie. Ready for what? You'll know in time. What's with all this mystery? Out with it, Rosemarie. What are you trying to tell me? It took me quite some time to make some sense of it myself. Everything's feeling so strangely nostalgic to me. Nostalgic, you say? Sleeping in hay always gets me thinking about the past. Your name, your voice, your home. This breeze, even. That is interesting. I feel like there has to be something that this is implying. All that surrounds you, so much of it feels like home to me.
Rosemarine.
That's not possible, Rosemarine. It's you the stars told me about, Elise. I'm certain now. Never in my life have I ever heard such nonsense, and yet I'm still ever so slightly smitten by it. How strange. What does this say? I'm covered in goosebumps, and I can't tell if they're fear or just some other emotion. I can tell you don't believe one word of what I just said. Rosemarie, it's not like I want to think you're a crazy person. I think I'll stay out here for a little while longer if that's all right. I promise I won't be late for supper. All right. Don't stay out here too long, you hear? I won't. All right. That's everything we've seen so far. But what happens next time? That's the real question, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm gonna go have some nightmares. I'll see you all whenever that's all done. There was actually a very small event that I missed in my original go-through. I can't imagine it being too terribly important, but when, on the first night, I immediately talked to Rose and Marie and they had dinner and we jumped past this whole thing. But, so I never got to see the first event, sort of. Like the swing set confidential of Leb. So, may as well, see that too. There you are, Leb. You're a little too happy to see me, aren't you? Well, I thought today would never end, that's all. You do look tired, Elise. These folks will be the death of me, that's what. Fretting over this witch nonsense day and night. You know, they're rather superstitious, Elise. Oh, you're buying into it now, too? What's next? We all sleep in the church together like chickens in a coop? Elise? It's all nonsense, Leb. Everyone's losing their wits. Here's your bread, Elise. She really do just straight up give you food every single day. You a real one, Leb. I look forward to seeing where your romance route ultimately goes next go around. Did you make too much today or something? I felt you could use a little more than usual tonight. You need to look after yourself, Elise. I've always had a talent to figure things out, but is this your intuition again, or? Move along, Elise, before it gets late. I mean, the sun's already down. This is about as late as it gets. I'll see you tomorrow, Leb. A little more Leb in your life. Certainly can't say no to that. All right, now I'm gonna go and deal with horrible nightmares beyond my mortal comprehension. Yeah! Aha, there you are. Had to run all the way back home in order to be able to get the next event with you, as I did. Elise, I thought you'd be in town. And I was, until I wasn't anymore, and now I stand here. What you gonna do about it? Did something happen, Elise? The old fools made a tremendous fuss over my shoes. A fuss? What do you mean? They accused me of being a witch right in front of everyone. Well, because I sang and danced my way to Kifferberg. Like, what the hell? I'll show them how wicked I can be. Elise, that's very counterproductive. I'm losing my wits in this town, Rosemarie. There was that old hag, too, and I can't wrap my head around it, Rosemarie. I truly can't. An old hag? I'll tell you about it later. I'd best head back to work. I just ran all the way over here to vent, I guess. Say, Elise, won't you meet me here at dusk? I can try, I suppose. I'll make you something hearty for supper, Elise. Some eggs, maybe? All the eggs you can get me. Oh, then I guess I gotta get you some eggs now, don't I? Now, ain't that something I'm gonna hit to go and do? Wait, meet her in the attic? Okay. I mean, yeah, okay, sure, that's where she, like, resides. It's basically her room and everything. But for some reason, meet me in the attic just sounds weird. Never actually talked to her at this point in the game, did I? My Elise, look at those shoes. Red truly does look best on you, Elise. Why, thank you. It's nice to get a compliment after the traumatic events and everything. Oh, you have to wear them to the festival, Elise. Now is the time to find yourself a proper suitor, Elise. Ah, that's precisely what we were chatting about with Freya. Oh, yeah. Aren't I a little, oh, what? Dang it, that went by too fast. Hang on, sorry, log. Aren't I a little too young to be looking for a husband? Why, the sooner the better, I'd say. That's not exactly what I'd like to be doing with my time, if I'm honest. Yeah, I bet it's not. I used to feel the same way until I met Finn. You'll see. I'd say Freya's got a good chance of meeting her future husbands. Oh, Miss Brunhilde, I wouldn't say You're quite the catch, isn't she, Dorothea? Oh, Freya is the catch. In truth, I do feel the same as Elise. My interests lie elsewhere, you see. Oh, you don't mean sewing. Ah, and I have my hands full with the festival too. This really isn't the time. Oh, that reminds me. Would you come and meet me at the well today at dusk, Elise? You know what? This was an event I completely missed in my first go. I spent this whole day doing nothing but getting money. So, and I thought, and it was before I even realized that this game had a time limit and that all of the hard events were based on the point in the game where you currently are. So that means there's just a Freya event I never saw. We should see that one. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Girls these days, huh? You two will come around, I'm certain. Yeah. All right, sure, I bet they will. Anyway, I'm gonna go and do some work. Don't mind me. I have straight up legitimately never even been to this part of town. How did I never notice this? I guess I never had any reason to go here. Interesting. Anyway, time for a little bit of a bonus section. We're gonna get a little extra Freya in our episode that's basically just all about Rose and Marie. Also, hello. How many afternoons did I spend here washing those folks' clothes, I wonder? Kieferberg's washing well. A statue of a fish stands in its center. Well, isn't that interesting? If I get that fish key again, gonna have to remember that. That's the only other place I've seen a fish in this entire game. I refuse to believe that these events are not related in some sort of fashion. Anyway, hi Freya. All right, yeah, let's spend a little extra time with the lass. What is this event that I missed?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, at least they're wonderful. Oh, they suit me rather well, don't they? Ah, must be the shoes. Your legs are so long. It's like you were made for those shoes. Or the shoes were made for you, maybe? I don't know. Whatever the heck works. You're exaggerating, Freya. Nothing of the sort. No, you're so elegant. Eh? I always thought you were so graceful, even when we were younger.
Freya?
I'm more of a farmland lass, you see. Made to chop wood and draw water from the well. I wouldn't put it like that, Freya. You're different, Elise. You're so confident and poised. Not one of those folks would ever agree with you, Freya. You always know when to stand your ground and what to say, which is what gets me in trouble to begin with. I can't help but admire the way you carry yourself, Elise.
Freya.
You're truly just so goddamn nice. How I wish I were as brave as you are. Eh? I could never talk back to Mrs. Wilma or to anyone else for that matter. You are a little too forgiving, that's true. That's why they keep praising me left and right, I suppose. Well, what's keeping you from speaking your mind, Freya? Oh, I'm too much of a chicken for that, Elise. Big mood. Let's see. You never change, huh? Kieferberg truly is where you want to be, isn't it, Freya? I know, Elise, I know. I'm sorry. This was rather silly of me, wasn't it? Not at all. Being this hesitant, I know it's frustrating. Anyhow, I'd better be going.
See you later, Elise.
I'll be home all afternoon tomorrow, so, finger guns. She didn't seem too happy about what I said. Oh, then how about we, rewind space-time and pick the other option? You see, Freya, what I actually meant to say is, are you out of your goddamn mind?
This is ridiculous.
You've lost your wits, and it's only Monday. Eh? Who's to tell you what you can or cannot do? It's not as though I can simply start. Only it truly is that simple, Freya.
Please.
You're so capable and gifted. I know how much you love this town, but even you have to admit all it does is hold folks back. I know, Elise, and I can't seem to get to the bottom of it. Keeferburg is my home, after all. It's not as though you can't build a home someplace else, Freya.
I know.
This is where my father is, where you are. It's where my memories of my mother are, too.
Freya.
I've thought about Primeldorf or even going beyond that, but I must say I'm glad to be here in this moment, right where I am,
Elise.
with you in Keeferburg. This just makes their ending even more adorable to me, if I'm honest. Aren't you, Elise? You do make it more bearable, I suppose. Keeferburg wouldn't be the same to me without you, if I'm honest.
Freya.
You're truly capable and gifted. I heard you the first time, Elise.
Freya.
Why, you? Say, I'll be home all afternoon. I'll be there. There you go. I didn't even know you could mess up the date events. I guess it's kind of impressive that I hadn't messed up any of the ones before this. Or, I guess the ones in the future. Time travel. For goodness sake. Alternate timelines. Whatever you want to call it. There you go. That's how you successfully do it. But now that I know that I can fail them, I'm gonna have the anxiety in every single event from this point forward. So that's unfortunate. Anyway, Rose and Marie, our actual goal for the day. Hello, I'm home. Are you hanging out in our spooky attic? Is that what you're doing? Also, hello, Tapestry. Oh, I see it's once again a unicorn. Yeah, and still crying. Interesting. Yeah, okay. It's weird that it's, changing from one thing to another. Oh, hello, you're not in the attic at all. This is my room. I know that they're attached, but what the heck? What in the heck? There she is. All right, let's go ahead and have ourselves a conversation. This best not take too long, Rosemarie. I have work to do. And I can't be away for longer after that whole ordeal. I promise it'll be quick, Elise. Come now, let me show you the attic. Did you spruce it up? I suppose technically, yes. By the strictest of definitions, you did. You've, settled in, huh?
Yes.
Of course. This is my new home, after all. Getting a bit ahead of herself here, isn't she? Not with the timeline of events that we're following. Sleeping under a roof took some getting used to. I've been sleeping under the stars since I was little, you see.
I see.
You did say you're a traveler.
Yes.
Yeah. I used to travel about with my granny while she was still in good health. Where is she now, Rosemarie? I literally just said when she was in good health. That implies that she eventually wasn't in good health. Put two and two together, girl. What the heck? Come now, sit. Show me your hand, Elise.
For goodness sake.
Rosemarie, wait. What the heck you on about, you crazy lass? Palm reading? In this economy? Oh, I see. You can't possibly be reading my palm. Stay put, Elise. I'm trying to make sense of it. I don't believe in any of this nonsense, Rosemarie. As I thought, your lines are very telling of who you are. Who am I, then? Obstinate, ambitious. There's a certain intuition within you that's yet to be awakened. What's that supposed to mean? Both your fortune and your fate are very distinct, too. You're destined for something great, aren't you, Elise? Destined for something great, you say? Well, I was going to say I don't believe in any of this nonsense, but now that you're buttering me up. You're also stubborn, very set in your ways, and your ambitions. Look, Rosemarie, I don't know what you're wittering on about, but I truly don't believe in any of this nonsense, all right?
Oh, but
but before you go, Elise, I have something for you. You're truly... Okay, what is it? Here, I want you to have this. Did this girl make me an honest-to-God friendship bracelet? Oh my god. Oh my god.
What is this?
What in the Lord's name is this thing? I told you before how I've seen you in my dreams and I made this bracelet just for you, knowing I'd find you.
Rosa Marine.
Rosa Marie,
Please.
you're my soulmate, Elise. I finally realized. I'm gonna be honest with you. One of the reasons why I was so hesitant to engage in further romantic inclinations with you is the fact that I find you absurdly forward, and it kind of weirds me out a little. I'm gonna be real. We hardly know each other, Rosemarie. I've known you for a long time, in truth. Cool. I haven't, though. Is this about what you said yesterday? It would mean a great deal to me if you kept it, Elise.
For goodness sake.
I will. You did make it for me, after all. Even if you made it for me before you knew me. God, soulmate, huh? Wow, alright. Even so, Rosemarie, I know you don't believe any of this, Elise, but I think you will in time. I find myself believing it already somehow, and that's concerning. Besides, you being my soulmate doesn't mean I am yours anyhow. Huh? What the hell else could it possibly mean? Things are just starting to change for you, Elise. In more ways than one, I'm certain you've noticed. I suppose. It's true. First Rosa Marie turned up, then I found these shoes. Those are both events of equal importance to me. There was that old hag I met this morning, too. Even that strange dream I had. I wonder if that's also...
But
Say, Elise! Yeah, what's going on? Won't you join me for a stroll tomorrow morning? Out at the crossroads? There's something I'd like to show you. All right. Come now, I ought to head back before the townsfolk lose their wits. And that's another little bit of success for you, girl. Let's go. Yeah, no, I really do have to just be upfront with it. It's actually why I chose Rosa Marie to be the second of three, the three characters we pursue and see the story of. All of Rosa Marie's, I dreamt of you, you're my soulmate stuff. It's a little weird. It's a little bit weird to me. Anywho, all right, I'm gonna go back to the nightmare dimension. I'll see you all in the morning. Hold up, what's this? Yeah, hang on. I still haven't told you much about myself, but I'll be outside in the granary if you want to talk more. I'll think about it, Rosemarie. Interesting. Hang on. That's not something I experienced before. And go to bed? Perhaps I will. But, that's interesting. Okay. All right. She just taught me about the testaments and all that. What's going on out here? I knew you'd come about, Elise. You seem to know everything, don't you? To a distressing degree, one might say. Not at all, but feel free to ask me anything you'd like. All right, well... Yeah, okay, this is good, this is interesting. Okay, tell me as much as you know about he. You said your granny used to tell you this folktale. He's a patron saint, Elise. He grants folks wishes for a heavy price. Would a patron saint really do the things I've seen them do and ask for the things that they be asking for? I feel like this is definitely one of those situations where you really should try to have some perspective on the whole matter. This definitely sounds more like a demon. A heavy price, huh? Wouldn't an angel be a little bit more charitable? A saint, rather, yeah, saintly? He, whose name has been lost to time, is a benevolent entity who just wants to drink blood and have you sacrifice loved ones. It's said he can grant folks wishes if they show him their resolve. Firstly, you ought to acknowledge his invitation to meet him. The shoes, I suppose. That's the only explanation. So that's the whole point of them. Okay, I mean, I understood you know, them to a degree, but alright, so wearing them is basically the first step. You're acknowledging him. You're saying, okay, there you are, there I am, let's make a deal. Okay. If you do, he will then welcome you to his trials. And that would explain why we start experiencing things like the crows and the snakes and the everything in between. Okay. Trials? If you do clear them and show him your resolve by doing so, he will give you a testament. Alright. You will then have to use the testaments to craft him gifts and go out into the woods, gifts in hand, on the night of a full moon to summon him. Sounds an awful lot like a cautionary tale. Thank you! Oh, but we're now finding out it's more than that, aren't we? Huh? I suppose, well, in the sense that I guess it's not just a folktale and it's an actual real-ass thing, but it doesn't mean it's any less cautionary. I'll have to find out for myself whether that's true or not. Okay. Alright, well, who are you? You haven't told me enough about yourself. Well, how to say? I'm a strong believer in fate, Elise. Yeah, I've kind of picked up on that vibe. Fate, you say? I've dreamt about you, about Kieferberg, your home, your shoes. They are lovely shoes. Ever since I was born, I've known my fate was with you, Elise. And I guess just because it's the way you've always been and the way you've always seen things, that this doesn't strike you as weird. I don't understand, Rosemarie. Those dreams were premonitions, I'm certain. They stopped the night I reached Kieferberg, which can only mean that I'm currently living out my own fate. By your side, Elise. I find that very difficult to believe and ever so slightly creepy, Rosemarie. I know it all sounds very strange, but my granny taught me everything I know, you see? About nature, about the cosmos, faith, and about the woodland. The woodland, you say? She told me all sorts of tales from the past, about our community, about its origins, and our patroness, Walpurga. Rosemarie, that's rather... Isn't it such a coincidence both our patronesses have the same name? You know, sometimes a coincidence isn't a coincidence. Surely you must realize. It has to be fate, Elise. No, I'm not too sure about that one, Chief. You see, some things have yet to make sense to me until recently. I didn't understand my own dreams for a long, long time. Or why I could sense, see, and feel things unspoken. Rosemarie, why folks called us foul names, or why Granny preferred to sleep under the stars most nights. Yet it all fell into place, Elise, as she told me it would. Fate will guide you if you let it. All you have to do is trust your instincts. I suppose. I mean, I understand, to a degree, her viewpoints, basically. You know, she's gone through a lot of hardship, and she's been getting these premonitions about all manner of thing, and it's a lot to have to absorb over the course of her life, so believing in things like fate and destiny and having faith in faith and all that, it can be a comforting source of reprieve. Like, sometimes sometimes you just so desperately want to make sense of the nonsensical that you'll just kind of say, well, you know, it's just the way the world is. It's fate. It's a magical thing that comes together in the end to make sense of this cruel, nonsensical world we live in. And I get that, but I don't know. Eventually, I feel like there really does have to be a line in the sand. Now, as I was saying, Rosemarie is definitely the biggest open book of our entire cast. So, going down this path is at least hopefully going to teach me some more things. I like that idea. That said, now I have to go to the nightmare dimension. Oh, delightful. I suppose I got so swept up in everything that was going on, and feeling as if the plotline that I was going down kind of made sense enough as is, that, yeah, I guess this whole diary thing, you know, it kinda got swept under the rug ultimately in my playthrough, didn't it? All right. You know what? Let's read this again. Let's get caught up with what this whole thing is about, because it seems like there's a whole lot more to it. Belief is a complex matter, as are its various manifestations. The human need for faith has led many down the path of ruin. Yes, I remember the joke I made back, in the last part time I read this. Blah. Pagan heretics, covenants, and non-believers, all of them plentiful and diverse. That was until our Lord's word and glory rescued them from the pits of hell. The Lord's guidance, the Lord! His benevolence has purified deities and purged their sinful acts, converted their false pagan piety into adoration for the Lord, now as saints recognized by the church. Banished witches, their covenants and cults to revive them as leaders of faith. Saint Walpurga herself, born a witch and later baptized by the Lord. Her soul sanctified, divorced from the witch Walpurga. Saint Walpurga cannot be capable of producing such miracles, the birth of a child no less. I ought to delve deeper into our patroness's past, into what Old Hall could have meant. For the sake of Kieverberg, and for all that depend on me for salvation, I must find out what exactly Old Hall saw and did years ago. Yeah, that's right. I basically ran across Old Hall as one of those golden ghosts, and I guess I just kind of figured, well, that was good enough. But maybe there's more. Even more! More backstory. I'd be okay with that. I must continue my research for Elise's sake as well. What? If this is Father Hans's writing... Yeah, and he plays more of a role in this. What does he know about Granny Hall that I don't? And why is he doing this? That is the question! And this is the fish! Alright, looks like a fish. Wonder what it's for. Someone has to be behind all this nonsense. I have a very bad feeling about this, and you should, Elise. You very, very much should. Let's take another look at the wall. I've seen this symbol before, haven't I? Yeah, it's etched onto the wall in front of a cave. It's also what the maypole is ultimately going to look like at the festival. That's all gotta mean something. I gotta wonder what this means. A man-sized sigil appears chiseled into the door's gritty surface, surrounded by uneven, scattered crevices. Indeed. Well, here's some slightly good news for all y'alls. I'm leaving this place not nearly with as little sanity as I did the first time I did. I ran through it as fast as I possibly could to prevent that. I wonder what I'm stumbling upon here. These notes and keys, and these rituals of sorts. Someone ought to be putting these together for some purpose. But who? Who could be doing such a thing? I do not know. Quite frankly, this game is more than capable of busting out any manner of twisty twists that to the point where it almost feels like even speculating isn't all that wise. What I do know is we are gonna drink some of this here grape juice. There we go. That'll keep us good and level. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume. My assumption is that I won't be able to do whatever it is. All right, you know what? I am gonna go and check that fountain right here and now, just to be on the safe side. I'm just assuming that I probably can't because I couldn't get into the windmill. The second I was given the, access or the idea to go there, I had to wait for the door to open up, so it's probably gonna be like that again, but it pays to double check. Alrighty, let's take a little look-see-loo around here. Anything to do with the well? Anything to do with this bucket? Oh, hello. I've always wondered what lies beyond those hills. Turns out Nebraska. Just Nebraska. I don't get it either. Spotted with isolated homes and rows of crops, the broad valley's fields spread out into the distance. It do be rather majestic. Now what's all this? The washing well. I suppose this could be it, but it's filled with water. I don't think I can do much about it right now. Alright, so yeah. Something, some story event's gonna end up happening, and then I'll be able to mess around with that. It's gonna be a little while. You sleep well, little kitty. Aw. Alright, well, I may not be able to do anything with the well. well, the well is full. No, I may not be able to do anything with that right now, but there is something that I can do. And that something is continuing to ill-advisedly date Rosemary. Let's go! There she is. All right. What kind of crazy nonsense you gonna be spewing forth this time, little lady?
Elise.
Ah, I'm so glad you came, Elise. Anything to get me out of that rat hole. Sometimes literally. I mean, it's a stuffed rat, but it's still a rat. I had to think I had to deal with those folks all day. I can lend you a hand, Elise. Whatever you need. That aside, Rosemary, what was it you wanted to show me? Is it something creepy and weird? This is somewhat embarrassing, but look at this, Elise. All right, what do we got? A pine cone? That's what you wanted to show me? It's more important than you think. This pine cone is my treasure, Elise. This is gonna have to have some extraordinarily, like, important meaning to you for it to be of any value, because I'm pretty sure I can see other pine cones just slightly to the right. Either that or those are mushrooms. Either way, how? For goodness sake. All right, let's not be mean. Let's not be mean. Granny gave it to me when I was little.
Rosemary.
Your granny, huh? Your granny gave you a pine cone? Was this a birthday gift? I understand how she feels, I suppose. I also had Gran.
Sorry,
We're just the same as this pine cone, Elise.
for goodness sake.
How am I the same as a pine cone, Rosemary? I don't know, crunchy? I promise, there's proper meaning to what I'm saying. I'm just bad at vocalizing my thoughts and feelings. All right, all right. Our time here in this realm is rather limited, isn't it?
Now that you
Well, I
mention
suppose, if you want to get all cosmic about it, yeah. You see how the pine cone is covered with scales? If you think of it as yourself and your life up until this moment, you can understand how each scale represents something, right?
I see.
I see. Your experiences and dreams, and the things you hold dear. All those things are just the same as the scales on this pine cone. I don't really know if I buy it, but okay.
Rosemary.
There are times when one falls off or gets damaged, and you don't feel as whole anymore, but you learn to be without it, and find that losing one doesn't mean
Now that you mention it.
that you'll lose all the others. Oh, Elise! Okay, whoa, calm down. Okay. I was not anticipating this silly of an image, but I like it. This pine cone is the representation of my path. It represents you, Elise, and all your crunchy pointiness. I've been meaning to tell you all about it for so long, but I thought you'd think I was a raving loon. Oh, don't worry, Rosemary, I already do.
For goodness sake.
All these scales represent the path I've taken to reach you. And now that I'm by your side, I feel whole like never before. See what I mean, don't you, Elise? I understand what you're saying. I don't know if I agree, but I understand.
Shush it, you.
I do. Oh, I'm so glad I could finally tell you about it. Flock is one of these scales too. Did you know that he's...
For goodness sake.
Breathe, Rosemary. You're getting a little too hype about a pine cone. You make me whole, Elise.
I'm here for you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, you've made it abundantly clear on multiple occasions. Thank you. And yet again, for some reason, it seems to be working on Elise.
Oh, please.
Oh, don't get me flustered. I'll get flustered too.
Oh, shush it.
Shush up your entire face, girl. Come now, we ought to head back to town. I've had quite enough of whatever this is. Before we do, Elise, won't you meet me at the viewpoint tomorrow morning? All right. I'll be spending all my time with you at this rate. Yeah, I feel like that's just gonna keep on happening in this timeline.
I'm sorry.
Well, if you're too busy, then...
For goodness sake.
Rosemary.
But I...
Wait, Elise. You're a cosmic mess, but then again, I suppose so is Elise, now isn't she? When you factor in the whole granny situation, we are kind of two peas in a pod now, aren't we? I suppose that much is literally undeniable. Anyway, I'll jump ahead to whatever new thing happens. No need to tighten it so much, Croon. More like this, then? Oh, there you are, Elise. What's got you all so busy? We're teaching Croon how to do a Dutch braid. How's it coming along? Can you tell me? It's, well, Your hair is too silky, Miss Dorothea. It won't stay put. Gleaming my hair won't make your braiding look any better, Groon. Try holding it more firmly, why don't you? Like this, then. Ah, Groon! I'm sorry, Miss Dorothea. Now that I think about it, Elise, you never put your hair up, do you? Nah, she got this wild, unkempt, flowing mane of awesomeness at all times. You can't tie it down. It's too unruly for that. Ha! She really did call it that. That's awesome. It does look difficult to tame, Elise. The ribbon keeps it off my face, at least. Look, I think I did it. Oh, it's lovely, Groon. Isn't it a little crooked on the left? You got a knack for this, don't you, Groon? We've got two different means of encouragement here, don't we? Let me show you how to make it a little more tidy. I don't have all day. Yes, you do. It is kind of funny to see that Elise herself was like, yeah, nah, man, my hair is an absolute goddamn mess. But, you know, it's mine. And the ribbon helps. It's pretty nice. Anywho. Yep, now it's time to deal with this whole horse nonsense. That's fun. I guess I'm given an opportunity to ask this, you know, jerk-ass crow a different question. You've taken them from Kieferberg, haven't you? Far from the truth, far from the truth. Oh, spare me. That old geezer's offering wasn't meant for me, Lord Mirvmir. It was meant for her. What are you? An offering, an offering. That old geezer, who are you talking about, Crow? That witch didn't ride those horses all by herself, lass. I'm not certain I follow, Crow. Pity you didn't get to enjoy it. Pity you didn't get to enjoy it. What's this wretch talking about, Rosemary? Find me in the wheat field. Wait, I still have... And off it flies. Interesting. Okay, yeah, lots of questions. All right, so we already know ahead of time that this is not Rosemary, but I believe it is to be the witch, merely, you know, pretending to be her. And that is what we're to be believed, which is why he's saying that the the sacrifice was for her. Old geezer. All right, well, to be quite blunt, there are very, very, very few options when it comes to who that could possibly be. At least assuming it's a character that I know about and everything. Unless they want to pull out a brand new character that's been causing problems. Then, yeah, that's pretty interesting, I dare say. Don't mind me, just collecting some stone slabs. And before you know it, I'll be out of this godforsaken wheat hellscape. Oy, 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 oy. Who even eats Wheaties? Nobody, that's freaking who. Let me use my items properly. Oi. Alright. It is kind of neat going back through things again, but, you know, with the information that I have from later in the game, but, you know, earlier, you start to see things in a bit more of a, you know, a clear and clarifying light. It's pretty dang neat, gotta say. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the other end of this whole mess. Alrighty-dighty-doo, it's that time again to do ourselves a date with Rosemarine. Will she talk about fate and destiny and other such mysticisms? I mean, considering literally every conversation we have tends to have that at the forefront, odds are pretty good. Let's find out. You never know, she might throw a twisty curveball our way. Perhaps we'll simply talk about goat. Goat is certainly something to talk about.
For goodness sake.
Still don't trust Flock. Never will. I'm just never gonna. You and that goat of yours, Rosemary.
Oh, Louise.
Oh, there's no need to be jealous. I'm not jealous of the goat. The heck is that all about? I'm not jealous of a goat, you. Isn't she, Flock? Yep. You be jelly as all get out. You know what? Maybe I don't care about the opinion of a goat. How would you like to sleep with him out in the granary, Rosemary? Because you could totally do that. Oh, I'd have Flock to hold close. I wouldn't be cold at all. This girl, I swear.
For goodness sake.
Murder. Flock, don't get so close to the edge. Don't push him when he's close to the edge. You be careful too, Rosemary. You can see everything from here, can't you? I mean, you can see a lot, not everything. Nobody can see everything all at once, because that much information going into your brain at one time, that would absolutely fry all your circuits. You wouldn't be able to survive, I suppose.
Are you alright, Elise?
Something's on your mind, Elise. I can tell. I mean, that's not really all that terribly impressive when you consider the fact that, you know, the everything going on in my life, of course I've got something on my mind. Can't even be left to brood in peace, can I? You're going through some changes, that's all. What an incredibly weird way of putting it. Not going through friggin' puberty. What the hell's that verbiage? Some changes, you say. Your path will become clearer and clearer. You'll see. Yeah, aren't you just a little too peppy about all this? It almost feels like you're mocking me, Rosemary. Come now, Elise, give me your hands. Why?
Marine.
Hey, what the heck are you doing? Let's dance, Elise. That's exceptionally random. You're going too fast, oh my god! We're approaching the full moon, Elise. You know what that means. High tide? How would I know such a thing? It's time to celebrate new beginnings.
Here for you, Elise.
Isn't the new moon the one that is like no moon? I thought that's something I looked up, or was that the opposite? Whatever. Our new beginning. Together.
For goodness sake.
What new beginning, Rosemary? You're not making any damn sense. Why are you following your dreams, Elise? The fulfillment of my purpose, too. Everything's coming together, just the way the stars told me it would.
Frozen Marine.
I don't like it. We ought to celebrate our good fortune, Elise. Wait, Rosemary, you're spinning too fast. You're gonna vomit.
Are you alright, Elise?
Or I'm going to, whichever comes first. No, I'm not all right. You always ask me that, and the answer's always no. I'm never all right. I'm constantly on the verge of breaking point. And in this particular instance, I'm about to puke. And I didn't ask for your input, goat.
For goodness sake. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I didn't think. No, you didn't think. You never think. Oi, I used to dance with Granny like this every month, and You swung your granny around like this? Good God, you treated her like a centrifuge. All of her bones probably liquefied. Of course, every month. You're truly... Whether you believe me or not, Elise, let me put it this way. You see that castle in the distance, don't you? I mean, it's a little hard to miss. Yeah? It may seem far away from where you stand now, but the stars are even further away. Yet they still guided me to you, didn't they? I mean, that's what you tell me, and what you seem to earnestly believe. And given the, spooky, hocus pocus magic going on around this universe, then yeah, I mean, I guess it probably did. But I don't know if it was the stars necessarily doing that as much as it was, a dark god or a witch. Are there any other places with pretty views in Kieferberg? I suppose the windmill's not bad. Is this not literally the windmill? Oh wait, no, you mean that other one. Yeah, no, the mill. Yeah, okay, sorry. Will you meet me there tomorrow afternoon then?
I see.
Our new beginning together, she says.
I'm sorry.
Elise? I'll be there, Rosemary. We'd best head back now.
Yes.
I have got so much work to do, monies to make, you see. Someone in this household has to be the breadwinner, and I do mean that quite literally in all senses of the term. I gotta literally make that bread. Aye. Anyway, all right. Got that all squared away, and we just gotta, play some games, make some monies, buy some things. The typical going abouts of my day. And also, deal with the crow infestation again. That's always fun. Off I go. So, I decided to check on the fish statue because, I didn't really know exactly when I would be able to use the fish key on it, so I've just been periodically checking it, you know, every now and then, and, yeah, the game's soft-locked. I cannot get out of this, no matter what button I push. I can sure as all heck open up the log. That's pretty neat. I have to close the entire game now. So that happened. Wow. I did it on a completely different time of day, and the exact same thing happened. At least I had the foresight to save immediately before attempting this, but, that really seems like a serious problem. Alright, well, I mean, if any of y'all out there are also playing the game, be careful when you inspect the fish. This fish gonna crash your game. Ah.
Frozen marine.
You know, I kind of naturally assumed that the girl that would take part in these cutscenes, you know, the creepy apparition version of the girl would probably always be whoever you have the most hearts with, but it is still nice to get proper confirmation. And I am trying to show off differences and whatnot, and well, you know, that is still very disturbing. It appears to be the same dialogue, though. Yes, your flesh, your blood, your love. All that's rightfully mine, my progeny.
Is this?
Yeah, no, definitely not Rosemarie. Oh, boy.
What in the Lord's name?
This last Rosemarie, is she the one your heart desires? In this timeline, apparently, yes. Oh, boy. Alright, well, see you when I'm able to get out of this hellhole! The washing well's empty. That note and that key. Can I finally make use of all that mess? Whoever's been doing those rituals may have tampered with this faucet. All the more reason for me to use the fish key? At long last, perhaps, even? Let's friggin' go! It fit! What in the Lord's name is going on in Kieferberg? I don't know. That's kind of what we're trying to figure out now, ain't we? Oh, it mad creepy in here. Oh, it mad creepy. Another one of these caves. I'm starting to feel queasy again.
Keep it together, Elise.
I ought to pull myself together and get this over with. All right, first things first, let's have a little bit of light. We're going to slowly go crazy. Very unfortunate that. Let's see, can I maybe... Oh. I've already screwed it up. I sure have, I have. All right, hang on. Let's back it out, Now just, yep, okay, there you go. Let me back in. Let me back in. We clearly need to light these at the absolute perfect way. All right, so it's looking like it's going to need to be, like, backwards. So, bum. One more time. Okay. So, like, so, it won't let me. It won't let me. It also won't let me. And I can't even, like, oh, maybe I need the lantern on for that. Ah, well, don't that beat all. All right, so maybe what you want me to do is that. Ta-da! Yeah, there we go. And something spooky, no doubt, is about to pop out of that hole. All right, let's just totally innocently shove our arm in there and just assume the best will happen. They're all lit now, but there's still something missing, I think. Let's find out. There's something in there, but I can't reach it. It's glowing really bright, too. Do I need maybe a stick? A stick of some sort? Ah, perhaps whatever this is. Ah, more diary entries. All right, well, I gotta read this. This was ripped out of some journal. Most of this was jotted down in a hurry, but Walpurga, the witch. I've uncovered her roots at last. Everything points back to Kieferberg, the birthplace of the witch, Walpurga, and her cult. This can't be. If there truly is a witch in Kieferberg, then... Adored and celebrated for centuries, the woodland surrounding this town was said to have a consciousness of its own, which would go a long way in explaining why it keeps changing every time I go in there. This consciousness, what we now call a witch, was named Walpurga. So wait, the witch and the woods are one and the same? Like, part of one whole? If that's so, then how do the crow and the snake and, you know, him factor into all of it? Because she seemed to... I mean, if she's control of the woods, how are they able to do what they're doing? Folks' faith in its miracles dates from many years before the glory of the church reached these peaks, said to grant its believers good health, sustenance, and protection. The woodland, or Walpurga, harbored folks' wills, wishes, desires, and sins. In such a way, in fact, that it would appear to folks under the guise of a woman. Perhaps an old hag? Whisper to the faithful, take the form of their loved ones, of an old hag, of a doe, amongst others. Okay, yeah, no, that would explain it. Yeah, alright, because so far the witch has turned into several of those things. I mean, granted, when I saw her as a doe, it was like, as a ravaged doe, like it was missing a whole bunch of parts, but I think it counts. The six-ringed maypole, the symbol of Saint Walpurga's benevolence we adore today, was first adored as the symbol of the witch's miracles and mercy. That is no more, however. Saint Walpurga is a patroness of the church, a benevolent figure in our faith. I don't know about that one, buddy. With the arrival of the Lord's messengers to these peaks, the cult of Walpurga was eradicated. It is fact, however, that the few who lived have become nomads of sorts. What is most puzzling to me is that my research and all of this history, it doesn't quite align with Old Hall's confession. Walpurga the witch never once was said to ask anything in return for its blessings. Neither was it ever referred to as a god or a male deity, rather a woman. How could a he have granted Old Halls a wish? This witch, how could a pagan deity do what the Lord himself won't? I'm fairly certain there is more to Old Hall's sins than meets the eye. Okay, I mean, yeah, we kind of figured as much, because, you know, Granny Hall sacrificed her love in order to get Elise to be born. Yeah, so... Yeah, Granny Hall's sins, he says. None of this is true. Father Hans is losing his wits. No, I'm pretty sure Father Hans is on the money on this one. He's on the money, honey. All right. Granny Hall would never. Elise, we literally talked to her. I know you didn't realize it was her, but we talked to her. She had literally admitted all of this. Unless Granny Hall took the brooch from someone else, because she literally identified it as once hers. She would never hide anything from me. I mean, maybe if she thought it was for, you know, your well-being. The path ends here, but it looks to me like it caved in. I wonder if this used to connect somewhere. That is the question. Okay, so there's nothing more I can do here? Okay. But what if I really, really wanted the thing that was in this hole? Right? Like, I really want it? I can't reach it. Am I holding onto something that I might be able to use for this? The broom? Use the broom to fish it out? Doesn't seem like that's what I should be using here. Can you blame me? Also, apparently you get punished for failure. Alright, well, joke's on you. I've got witch oil, nerds. Yeah, try me, jackass. It ain't gonna friggin' work. I'm gonna drink all this grape juice, too. Alright, so... I don't have the slightest idea how to get this thing out. but I clearly need to. Is there anything else here? Anything at all? Okay, I've only got like one singular theory here, and if it doesn't work, it don't work. I've never had to use this for anything before, but it's the only green object I've got, so... Oh! Okay, so I wasn't supposed to fish something out of the wall.
What is this?
My brooch. It worked. Speaking of which, that ribbon the other day was rather similar to mine too. First my ribbon, now my brooch? I don't like this, not one bit. I'm not a huge fan of it either. Oh, an old tunnel key. Another key. I wonder what this one's for. I do not know. But, hey. Can I have that back at least? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. We're good. We're good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the key is for, but, it's progress, isn't it? This key. I could try every lock in Kieferberg and still not find out what it's for. Maybe it's best I give some thought. I guess we are left to do ourselves a big ponder. Yeah, okay. All right. I mean, the way she phrased it, you know, check every lock in Kieferberg, implies that maybe it's not in Kieferberg? I'm not entirely sure. Well, I'll figure it out one way or another. The mystery remains afoot! Wait, that worked? Oh! Okay, cool! I, honest to God, legitimately just straight up ran around town for like what felt like forever, checking just about everywhere I possibly could. This was more so just kind of a, yeah, sure, why not? Let's give it a try type situation. Okay, cool. More diary? More diary! Hell yeah, give me more of that forbidden lore. A letter? It's torn, but I can't be convinced it was Walpurga the witch who granted Old Halls her sinful wish. No part of my research has corroborated her confession. None of it mentions him. I am certain he, whoever he could be, is the key to Old Hall's last words. Unfortunately, I must confess to my own sinful ways through this letter. As my only chance at salvation after what I am about to bring upon all of Kieferberg. There's no other way but to call upon Walpurga, the witch, myself. Once I meet this witch, I will be able to determine one of two things. If she truly is our patroness, Saint Walpurga, and her reformed glory as dictated by the Lord, I can fully dedicate the rest of my life as a clergyman to her adoration and celebration of her miracles. If, however, she's not only a witch, but a demonic entity masquerading as one, I have no choice but to bring the Lord's justice upon hers and Elise's wretched souls, and end her reign once and for all. Alright, so, starting to feel like the bad vibes I'd been getting from Father Hans this entire game are ever so more justified. Okay. No, this can't be. This can't be true. I have to find out more. I have to break into his study. He has a study? Okay, I guess we gotta look for that now, don't we? Okay, cool. Oh, yo! All the way back here! Oh, dang! Catacombs key. I see. Okay. Yet another key. There's a tag on it, though. It's rather faded. Study. I think that's what it says. This is all I have now, I suppose.
Now that you mention it.
Father Hans's study. I ought to find a way to sneak in. Okay, okay. Oh, what, you really gonna make me go the long way? Is there anything else in this church that I just never noticed? I remember sneaking into Father Hans's study with Leb when we were children. These two rooms have nothing but junk in them anyhow. Okay. I see. Alright, let's see. I should be able to use that key I found, but it doesn't seem like I can. If not for this door, then it's gotta be something in there. Father Hans's study. I wonder when I'll be able to sneak in. Oh. Okay, so once again, this is like, this is just like all the other keys I've had to get up to this point. I just kind of have to wait for the game to let me do it. Oh, well, that's a bit of a bummer. That's a bit of a bummer, but okay. All right, all right. The intrigue shall simply have to wait for now. I'll just, I'll progress with the plot and with dating Rose and Marie until then, I suppose. Alrighty then, off I go. It's time for everyone's favorite game, Nonsense with Rose and Marie. Let's see what she goes on about today. Hello? Hello, I'm here to share a moment with you, or perhaps maybe even two. You were right, Elise. It really is a lovely view.
For goodness sake.
You've seen better on your travels, I'd wager. Oh, but Kieferberg is one of the nicest towns I've been to. That's kind of sad. Trying to vex me, are you? 'Cause, you know, flying marks on that one. You'd manage it every time we talk.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't mean to. Yeah, I know. I know you didn't, Rosemarine. I'm fed up with it is all. With Kieferberg? With all this nonsense we're dealing with, too. That said, I still haven't made up my mind about leaving it all behind somehow. I'm going to such lengths, and yet I'd say doubting yourself is a good thing. You're different, Rosemarine. You've always had something to look forward to. Well, even so, Elise. I find myself thinking about certain things living here with you. Such as how I wish I'd found you sooner and have the chance to share memories with you. Just the way Leb and Freya do. You've only been here a few days, Rosemarine. Had you been born here, you'd be just as sick of it as I am. Certainly not impossible. I suppose, but I've never lived in a town. This sense of community is something I've never experienced. Well, I mean, I wish I could say it was a little more pleasant. I mean, again, there are plenty of nice people living in this town. We can't throw everybody under the bus just because there are a couple bad apples in it. There's a couple assholes living in every town. So, fair, fair. I've lived here all my life and never experienced it either, Rosemarine. Not since Granny Hall passed away, at least.
You know,
Say, Rose and Marie, about the stars you keep mentioning.
Yes.
I can tell you all about it, Elise. All right. Don't you find it strange? All this nonsense about your fate being with me? Not at all, Elise. I've said it before. You feel like home to me.
I see.
Not at all, huh? I do wish I was born here, if I'm entirely honest. I've come all this way and our paths have finally crossed, yet... Me too, Rosemary.
Now that you mention
I feel at home with you. Like I've known you for a long time. All right. I must say, Kieferberg isn't as bad with you around. Won't you give me your hand?
For goodness sake.
You've read it once already, haven't you? It could be more thorough. It may bring you some peace of mind. All right, all right.
Rose and Marine? It's fate, Elise.
You're my fated soulmate, Elise.
For goodness sake.
You said that already, and I still find the claim entirely dubious. I know you still don't quite believe me, but My feelings for you are genuine, Elise. I just have a hard time being able to accept that when we haven't known each other for a week.
For goodness sake.
You hardly know. See exactly my point. Your feelings can't possibly be. Yet they are, Elise. They're very much genuine.
I see.
You're so embarrassing. I wish we had more time to get to know each other, and well, even if this wasn't my fate, I would still choose to be with you, Elise. I find that more concerning than charming. I don't know, it's... Okay, so I can understand that it might sound like I'm just being mean. I'm not trying to. I don't dislike Rose and Marine at all, and I think that's part of why I'm so put off by all of this. I don't like the notion that her entire existence was some preordained, predestined in the stars. Like, even in the best case scenario, and say that this is all on the up and up. Say this has nothing to do with the witch, or him, or anything like that. I just don't like the idea that the stars themselves told her that she needs to be here, and that her destiny is with Elise, and that she is her soulmate, even though we don't know each other that well. The whole thing just doesn't feel right to me. You know? I mean, if the events that we've been going through felt more organic rather than forced by the hand of fate, you know? Does that make any sense? There's just something about it that just doesn't feel correct. Like, it feels like Rose and Marie isn't doing the things that she wants to do and say the things that she wants to say and live the life that she wants to live. These are just the things that she thinks she has to feel. The life she feels she has to live. It feels inauthentic. I think that's the right word. It feels inauthentic. And I don't know. I feel like there's just not something that ain't right about this. And I don't know if the game is actually going to get into that. I hope it does, but if it doesn't, then I just don't know.
Rose and Marine.
Because, I mean, Rose and Marine is saying, oh, even if it wasn't my destiny, I would still want to be with you forever. I don't know if that's really true. I just think that you think that it's true. And I guess perception is reality, but I don't know. I'm probably alone thinking all this. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I need to voice my thoughts. Oh, well. I mean, it's working on Elise, so... I guess at the end of the day, as long as everybody is happy, then what difference does it truly make, right? I guess I've heard of crazier whirlwind romances through even odder circumstances, haven't I? Who am I to judge this particular instance, I suppose? Oh, Elise, you're red as a beet.
For goodness sake.
And you? I've had it with this nonsense. I'm heading back to work. Later, nerd. Wait for me, Elise. Let's go to the creek tomorrow afternoon.
For goodness sake.
I'll be there. Now hurry up. Ye absolute cadonkus. I guess I am interested. I am very interested to see how it continues to develop. And I very much want to see what their ending looks like. Because, I mean, if they can be happy together, then fantastic, obviously. It doesn't really matter what shape or form or circumstance, you know, true happiness and love takes or comes from, as long as it, you know, is genuine. And, you know, if that's the case, then cool. Cool, I suppose. That said, I'm gonna need to work and go in. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go into the wet works, do that whole moon thing again. All right. One foot in front of the other, and I will reach my goal eventually. I saw Lisa's cousin. She's the witch. Oh boy, my beloved daughter. I thought that this would end up changing. Elise saw her too. She talked to the witch. There it is, folks. They're the witches. Oh, Wapfel. So it was true, Elise. You and your cousin are the ones who have been making our lives hell.
Out with it!
No. You're mistaken. We've done nothing of the sort. Confess, the lot of you. Confess to your sins, you wretched witches. No, I don't think I will. How am I going to convince them that Rosemary is on the up and up here? Did you or did you not meet your cousin in the woods, Elise? Of course I didn't.
Goodness sake.
I was all by myself right until I found him. Why, the lad says he saw you two, Elise.
Wait!
I didn't meet anyone in the woods, I swear. Oh my goodness, look! Running water! Witchcraft! Ah! It's the witch! The witch is here! Only she has a plumbing degree! Oh, we're gonna die.
That's enough.
You must keep calm, folks. Oh boy. She was there, I saw her. She had yellow eyes. All 4 of the girls in this game have yellow eyes. So shed it. What do you have to say for yourself, lass? Do you have yellow eyes?
Oh, but
I was nowhere near the woods. I'd gone home by then. How are we to know such a thing, you witch? The lad says he saw you, lass. I mean, children are never wrong. No, I truly had gone home.
out with it!
Why are you doing this, you little... Is she even your cousin, Elise? Truly, I've been thinking about it all week. I am. I truly am her cousin. Not even you know your own cousin, Elise. Perhaps she's been a bad influence on you. I mean, kind of, actually, because, I mean, she is, you know, nudging me in the direction of making a deal with Satan and everything, but she doesn't mean any harm by it. She thinks it's a good thing. It doesn't sound like it's different, but I assure you, it's different.
This is ridiculous!
You folks are losing your minds. Bad influence or not, what matters is whether she's a witch. How do you explain your cousin's kooky get-up, Elise? Girl, you really want to start talking fashion mistakes up in here? You don't want to go there. Let me just tell you now. All the things she's said and done, too. Be helpful, show concern for others, own a goat. All of this is very suspicious. I've never... She's just a lassie!
Shush it!
Pinning it on my cousin isn't going to solve... Apfel said he saw you two in the woods, Elise. What does Apfel know about the woods? I have enough room to just be angry and yell at you. You must be reasonable here.
That's enough.
I've heard enough. Searcher! We ought to search the lass right now. Find the witch's mark. I will take no more of this nonsense.
That's enough!
Oh. Freya's gonna take point anyway. Oh, what do you know? What a lass, what a lass. Can't you see what's happened in Kieferberg? Witch nonsense turning us against each other. As if we didn't already kind of resent each other in some ways. The witch is clearly right here in Kieferberg, lass.
What can
Nobody
we
in
do?
Kieferberg could ever do such a thing, old Jockin, you stinker. We're a family, no exceptions. We understand your feelings, Freya, and we all do think you are adorable. You clearly don't, Father. Nobody does. All of this is a consequence of how we've been facing the crisis. Fear, hostility, hesitation, all that. Yeah, that's all very nice, Freya, but we need to do something. Then they do the vigil. All right, it's looking like everything is exactly the way it was last time. Freya is good girl. Would you folks truly burn me at the stake? Or Elise, Lebkuchen, even Rosenmarie? Well, I mean, Rosenmarie was their primary target, so... I expected more from my family. That's all I wanted to say. You've said more than enough, Freya. You are a good girl. All of Kieferberg is to meet here tonight for prayer. As we ought to have done from the start. All right, well, as everything seems to be back on the up and up, or, you know, at least back on the correct path, as it were. I'm gonna go to the water dimension, and I guess I'm probably going to end up fighting a demonic version of Rosenmarie. So, yeah, that'll quote-unquote be fun. May as well show it off, though. I will see you all there. You utter fools, you thought I was going to an underwater church? Not when there's goddamn romance in the air! So you want to maybe talk about it, girl? That was a pretty spooky time we just experienced. I can understand if you want to maybe, you know, vent a little bit. Elise, look what I found. Was it a frog? That's a rock. I wanted a frog. Oh, but doesn't it look like Flock? Looks like a rock. There's even a little tail, look. Little tail, you say? This one too. Doesn't it look like a chicken? There's the beak, see? So this is how you put that bracelet together, huh? Looking at rocks? Yes, that's right. Lord knows why you're so drawn to useless junk. Because she's literally never had possessions, a home, a town, anything. So she's able to find joy in the littlest of things. I mean, no matter how you look at it, that's an admirable trait. It stops being junk the moment you give it meaning, Elise. The bracelet means plenty to both of us, wouldn't you say? I don't know. Elise hasn't really commented on it.
Shush it, you.
Oh, shush it.
I...
Say, Rosenmarie, how come I can't seem to find any meaning in any of this? What do you mean, Elise? Kieferberg's so dear to everyone, yet I'm treated like a wretch. Working myself to the bone, putting up with their ill tempers. It all made more sense when Granny Hall was still with me. I think our Granny's passing has affected us in similar ways. I don't know if that's entirely true. Not right now, Rosenmarie. We're nothing alike, Rosenmarie. We're a lot alike, Rosenmarie. Both of these sound aggressive. I don't want to talk about it. I didn't mean to. Come. The rain's only getting worse. That was a botched attempt. All right. Rewind space-time. Let's go say the other option. Alrighty. I hope at the very least, you know, saying we're nothing alike, Rosenmarie, you know, to you guys comes off as a significantly more aggressive and not progressive thing to say to her in this situation, but the game seems to think otherwise. All Granny Hall's passing meant for me was isolation. That too, Elise. I felt lonesome as well, but you see, that's when I started following my own path. And I'd say, you'd say the same applies to me, huh? Doesn't it? Not in Kieferberg, Rosenmarie. There's nothing for me here. I'm much more than what this town sees in me. Look, Elise. What, did you find another rock? There's something in the creek. Oh boy, I hope it's a rock and not a body. What? Oh, it's gold. You see, Elise? I don't think meaning is something you find. I think it's something you create. Take that nugget we just found, for example. What about it? Something so precious sitting in such a place, waiting to be seen. It reminds me of you, Elise. God damn, I can't say that ain't a smooth as all hell line you got yourself there, Rosenmarie. Dang, alright, credit where it's due. That was solid. I'm not asking you to change your mind about Kieferberg, but chasing after what truly matters to you, that's where meaning is found. Meaning, huh? It's not the same for everyone, is it? You ought to focus on what truly matters most to you, Elise. That's... There's something I'd like to tell you, Elise. And I'd say that there's something you'd like to tell me, too. I suppose there might be, but I still say this relationship is advancing at a lightning pace, far more than should ever be realistically feasible. Come now, let's head back to town before you get any redder.
Rosenmarie!
You absolute fiend! Hurry, Elise. Bye, you. there you go. That's a full set of hearts, but... well, I guess there's still one at the festival. It is interesting. The game does give you that little bit of wiggle room. You can miss an event. Very interesting. Yeah, meet Rose and Marie at the festival. Of that, I most certainly will. I'm also going to have to eat, and, yeah. Let's just eat this apple strudel I've been holding on to. There you heckin' go! Oh, you're the opposite of hungry. Let's just keep on keeping on. But yeah. Yeah, I'll meet you guys at the underwater church boss battle thingy. Whatever you want to call it. Alright, so... Yep, that's about what I thought was going to happen. I am curious what this boss is going to end up looking like. Guess we're gonna find out real fast. Well, yeah. Look, we know the story. We know that Elise needs to deal with her mental blocks on her affections and whatnot. But oh, they just went full witchy witch. Oh, that is unpleasant. I don't even know. Was Freya turning into like a jester worse or better than this? I think it actually was a little bit better. Rose and Marie was done dirty with this one. Ugh. But okay, so we gotta get that good company. I'm going to be asked questions, but I'm not gonna show the whole boss fight. I'm probably gonna end up losing at least twice. Whoa. All right, so what kind of questions? You want to know how deeply I care for Rose and Marie? I've only known her for a week. That's what I keep saying. But the bracelet and the pine cone. Those mean more to me now than I ever thought they could. Okay. All right, sure. And the next wave. All right, what's the next question? I can't say I fully understand her most of the time. Understatement. Everything about her is so strange, so foreign to me. All of her nonsense about fate, it's a terrifying? Yet I find myself so drawn to her. I can't help it. Am I alone in thinking this just doesn't sound quite right? Anyway, back to dodging. All right, last question. What do we got?
Anyway.
Rose and Marie has been right about everything. Sure? I don't know why or how, but I've come to trust her.
I see.
These past few days, I've truly come to... believe in my fate? That she can truly take me to him. Rather self-serving, aren't you? Oh, that wasn't the right thing to say. You're not worth my time, let alone his. Uh-oh. Is this like a mess up once and you just get murdered? Wow. All right. Well, excuse me. Huh. All right, I'll just do it all over again.
Anyway.
All right. Fine. I believe in her purpose, in our new beginning together. There you go. That's what you wanted to hear. That'll smite the big old horror demon. My goodness. Alrighty. Now I just gotta, pump some blood into this vial and everything will be hunky-dory. I'm gonna go do that. Oh, this game. Aha! Alright, well, it's the day of the festival, and the only day left in the game, so I figured this had to probably be the time when I could get in there. Considering it is the day of the festival and everything, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna lead to something. Don't know what. Father Hans's study. It couldn't be. There is a lot of notes all over the place. Father Hans' open journal. The Lord can't forgive me for such sins. Whether I succeed in my endeavors or not, my role as a pastor is already compromised. Summoning Walpurga the Witch comes with its sacrifices. Eugen's horses, Lisbeth's lad and their goats, Elise herself, me? All of Kieferberg has been compromised for the sake of doing away with this evil, so that nobody else may ever commit the same wretched sins as Old Hall, so that no accursed spawns of the devil himself may be brought to this world ever again. So he considers Elise to be a devil spawn, does he? I'm not proud of what I've done, yet I believe it is a necessary procedure. May this sacrifice of mine allow my beloved Kieferberg to reach the gates of heaven. Beloved Kieferberg? It was him all along. The one setting up those rituals. Inviting all this chaos into Kieferberg? I ought to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to be entirely real with you right here and now, Elise. I think the smartest possible thing to do would be to take the journal and as many of the notes as you possibly can, run out into the middle of town square, and just throw them all over the place, saying, read this, everybody read this stuff I found! The more evidence you have, the absolute better, because I find it hard to believe that they would believe you about all of this. At least I was right about, Father Hans's rancid vibes, I suppose. I mean, I guess he was trying to do it for a reason that he at least himself thought to be worth it and good, but no, definitely not. Definitely not. Textbook after textbook after textbook. What's this, a journal? Walpurga the Witch. The creation of life wasn't, by any means, among her many blessings. However, that is precisely what Old Hall claimed she got out of the woodland. A baby. How can this be? Was the witch ever capable of producing life? Homunculi, golems. I've done my research on such heretic matters, and yet none of what I've gathered points towards this possibility. Nor was Walpurga's covenant interested in the creation of life. Yeah, that's what him is about. What am I seeing here? Oh, a door? What would Father Hans need this for? Is it locked? The door? No, okay, I'm going to assume it's locked. Otherwise, what on earth would this last key be for, right? Alright. Can't say I see this going well for us, but here we go. What in the... What is this place? Mans really did a evil witch summoning ritual in the church? Oh boy. A horseshoe? A really big horseshoe? It's like half the size of Elise. It's too big to be fitted onto a hoof, but... A brand new horseshoe, its steel surface unworn and dull. A wooded doll. This cap is so similar to Apfel's. Left leaning against the wall, the wooden puppet sits emotionless. This is making me feel sick. It's painted to look just like me. And this ribbon. Left leaning against the wall, the painted puppet sits emotionless. Yeah, no, this is every kind of horrible. Like really, really, really bad. I'm not going anywhere until I figure this out. Okay, sure. And now things are truly about to get bad. You found your way here, I see. Father? My efforts haven't been in vain after all.
Is that so?
So it's true. You're the one who's been setting up those rituals. Unnecessary evil, Elise.
You old geezer!
What in the Lord's name are you trying to...
That's enough.
Do not invoke the Lord's name, witch. It's time I rid you of the evil within you, Elise. That I rid Kieferberg of what you represent.
What is this?
What are you saying? Old Hall never told you, did she? As I'd suspected. Told me what? She was a sinner, Elise. A witch in her own right. On her deathbed, she confessed her heaviest sin to me. That she prayed to the woodland for the baby she could not conceive. That baby is you, Elise. The product of witchery, heresy, and evil. To think old Hall had it in her to betray our Kieferberg in such a way. There is only one detail I cannot make sense of, however. She spoke of a he as her benefactor. That he had granted her wish for a heavy price. Why did she ever? Who this entity is, I have not yet determined. But you, Elise. What? You ought to know who she was talking about. I'm well aware where you've been these past few evenings.
What in the Lord's name?
You mean, who is he, Elise? Who is it you and your grandmother vowed to serve, you witches? All that I've sacrificed. Boykin's horses, Apfel, this town's livelihood and future.
With it.
Get away from me! It wasn't all in vain, lass.
You old geezer.
You're insane! Tell me, Elise, who is he? Is it Walpurga? Is it the devil himself? I honestly don't have an answer for you. Legitimately, I do not know. You're sick. Yeah. Tell me.
What is this?
It's so dark. Where am I? Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Come now, my dear. My progeny. You were taken from me by him. By your grandmother. How I have defied the odds and the gods to get hold of you. Oh, Elise. I can feel your heart thumping in my chest. Your burning fingertips, your tearful eyes. I can embrace you at last. Embody your human vessel. Live the life I've always wanted, yet could never create for myself. Your life, Elise, the life of a woman. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate that so much.
Little Goody Two Shoes.
So the witch basically murdered Elise and is wearing her body like a skin suit. Ugh. Oh my God. You know, I gotta say, it's kind of absolutely insane to me that you have to go through so much extracurricular activities, like all of those, like finding all those keys, finding where the keys go, and going through those little tiny mini dungeons. All of that is for the sake of an ending where Elise dies. That is messed up. Alright, well, you know, at the end of my original playthrough, I asked what the fish key was for. Turns out it's for a really bad ending, is what it's for. Alright, well, setting that whole situation aside, Instead, let's go ahead and experience something substantially more lighthearted and fun. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, so. Where are you, Rosemarie? There you are. Alright. I'm gonna hang out with you for our final heart event, and I have gotta ask, I have gotta know. There are things I want to see. There are things I want to hear from you in this event, and I'm hoping I'll be able to see and hear them. So, let's give it a go. I thought you'd be enjoying the festival, Rosemarie. Oh, but I am, Elise. Folks have been giving me all sorts of foods to try, and I danced with Groon, too.
Goodness sake.
Not a care in the world, huh? Kieferberg's looking so colorful and lively, like a completely different town. Honestly, yeah. I mean, the massive influx of new NPCs, that helps.
Now that you mention
Suppose you're right. Is everything all right, Elise? I mean, in another timeline, I died, and a witch stole my body, and decapitated a priest. So, I'm a little bit rattled from that one. Kind of hoping that maybe you can lift my spirits a little. Huh? You're thinking about tonight, aren't you? Marie, I've been meaning to ask you something. This fate you speak of, am I powerless to change it? Not at all. Huh? Fate is meant to guide one's path in life, Elise. You may forge your own, or allow fate to do it for you, but you're the one responsible for your own choices. Okay, you know what? You know what? Straight up, that goes a long way. Up to this point, I thought Rosemarie was full-on 100% gung-ho for fate, destiny, and following the path predestined for themselves. I thought that there was literally no wiggle room outside of that in her mind. This says, not so much, not true. Okay, I like that. I like hearing that.
Rosemarine.
It's still rather foggy for you, isn't it? The whole concept of fate, I mean. Somewhat, yes. Fate makes you aware of all your possibilities, is all. Had you not put on those shoes, for example? If it's up to me, then won't you come with me, Rosemarie? Go where, Elise?
No.
Home. There's something I'd like to tell you. Could it possibly be to finally say her name correctly? Because I noticed that no matter how close we've gotten, that's literally never changed.
Rosemarine!
What's so funny? I was thinking fate always finds a way, is all.
For goodness sake!
It's best we go, then. Yeah, I'd say that it is. Unless you'd like to stay here for a little while longer. We can always come back, Elise. All right, let's see how this goes down. Because, okay, you know what? No, I have a thought that I've been holding on to. I'm actually going to wait until the last possible moment to talk about it. Right now, let's focus on this. Oh, look, Elise.
Rosemarine!
Why must you always run ahead the way that you do? That doesn't seem terribly safe. That thing is essentially condemned. The sunset's so beautiful from up here, isn't it?
For goodness sake.
Oh my god, that's dangerous. Come, Elise, I'll lend you a hand.
For goodness sake.
You're truly, absolutely bonkers is what you are. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that this is going to support our weight. I think we're gonna fall through this thing. Isn't this the most lovely view, Elise? The village of Kieferberg? I used to dream of this moment every night. To think I truly made it here in time for the full moon.
Now that you mention it.
This is where you first told me about it, too. About fate, I mean.
But,
You didn't quite believe me then, did you?
you know.
Yet you were right, Rosemarie. About everything. I see it now. How it all brought us together. I was a little too eager last week, wasn't I? That's putting it lightly, Rosemarie. I was so excited to have finally found you. Everything has always pointed me toward you. My dreams, the stars, every little thing as long as I can remember. When I first saw you that night, it was a tremendous realization. And then you hit me with a broom. But, you know, aside from that part.
I see.
A realization, you say? Not only that it hadn't all been a mere dream, but also of my fate, of my purpose, of my very self as part of this world. It was my faith in you that brought me here, I'm certain. Oh, I know it all sounds rather silly to you, Elise. Let's say it is rather silly, but... There we go. I think that's the correct choice. It makes sense to me, Rosemary. I didn't want to admit it is all. What?
Now that you mention
Being with you every day makes me happy, Rosemary. All you said about fate, about purpose, your presence, also... It all resonates with me so deeply. I don't quite know what to do with myself at times.
Please. Rose and Marine.
You said yesterday, Rosemary, that I should chase what matters most to me.
Of course.
And before, too, you said that me being your soulmate doesn't mean I'm yours.
Oh.
It doesn't, no.
You know,
This wish is no longer mine alone, Rosemary. I want you to be a part of it now, too.
Elise.
This full moon you speak of, this new beginning, it's a fresh start for both of us, Rosemary. Together.
I'm sorry,
What? Does that mean you... Well, I never had the stars tell me anything, or dreams about you, but your name, your voice, it all just...
I love you, Elise.
Well, that's a little abrupt.
Rose and Marine.
Hey, there we go, she said her name right.
Oh,
So you do know my name, Elise? Of course I do. Rosemarine's just easier to say. It's not even a full extra syllable, it's just a single letter.
it's fate, Elise.
Alright, whatever. Oh, you just need to add the n. Rose Marine. You've just been saying Rosemary. Alright. Fate always finds its way, doesn't it?
I see.
Come, Rosemary. It's time we move along. Are you sure, Elise? About what?
Oh,
Changing your wish for my sake.
now that you mention
Nothing's changed, Rosemary. My wish remains the same. I'm just choosing to share it with you, that's all. And potentially sacrificing you to an elder god. I'm not going to, I'm just saying I have the option. I'm not going to, but yeah, please. Come now, it's time to leave. Woo, that's a jank doll. Its arms are way too long. And there you go. Although, apparently, I mean, I just got an achievement, which means technically, I guess I didn't actually, I mean, I know I didn't do every single event for Freya, but I still got the best ending with her. That's interesting. Well, either way, I got the full, the full set of hearts on a story path. Go me. All right. I still have a thought, and I'm gonna talk about it at least a little bit. But I want to wait until we're right at the final decision. This is it. There's no going back. I've got everything. It's only a matter of...
All right, Elise.
Define all right. As I've said many times in the past, and as a general rule, no, I'm not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's mosey. I should make certain I have everything in my basket. It's best I hurry and get ready. And that we most assuredly shall do. All right, first things first. Let's dump things into the basket. There you go. Get yourself your nectar up in here. There you go. Have yourself a tiny little doll. There we are. What do you have to say in party talk mode? Say, Elise. Can we keep Flock? Huh? We don't know what's going to happen tonight, but I can't bear the thought of parting with him, Elise. Why are you so attached to that goat anyhow? Well, because he accompanied me here. He's just as attached to me, Elise. He's just as attached to me. He's a proper pet. A proper pet, you say? He's always slept with me, and he gives me kisses every day. You let that goat lick you? Oh, and he tried to eat my hat once, too. Okay, well, I don't know if that last part is really an endearment thing. How is that a good thing, Rosemarie? Why, having a pet is a wonderful thing, Elise. Fine, I suppose we can keep him. Oh, he'll be so happy to hear. He's a goat, Rosemarie, and goats have feelings. Elise, you really have to get that through your head. You've never had pets, have you, Elise? Granny Hall was allergic. Oh, I knew it. It really shows. For goodness sake. Maybe if you had a dog or a cat growing up, maybe you would be a little more inclined to understand that animals have feelings. Oh, what is it? Your lips are so soft. Whoa, all right, hey, you're getting forward. I was wondering if, huh? What? Are you all right, Elise? You're doing this on purpose, you little... Oh, I was wondering, that's all. Not another word, hang on. Not another word, until we get there, Rosemarie. There's no need to get so flustered. I'm not flustered, you! All I did was, I'm well aware of what you did. You can't keep avoiding it, Elise. I thought why, yes, I can. It was just I can, and I will. I'll kiss you again if you keep... Rosemarie! Again? When was the first one? Oh, for goodness sake. Was there an implication that they had kissed in that event? Because I must have missed that part. It didn't show up in any of the cinematics, or the CGs or whatever. I ought to focus on finding him. If he truly does grant my wish, then I can give Rosemarie a better life too. Well. Okay, so here's a question. Is Rosemarie going to be just as hypnotized, ultimately, as Freya ended up being? That's what I want to know. Or is she going to be cognitive of what's going on? Because, I mean, unlike Freya, you know, Rosemarie already does kind of have an idea about all of this. Keep close to me, all right? It's best we don't wander about. We could get lost.
Elise.
Oh, no, her eyes are empty. Oh, Elise. Isn't this wonderful? What do you see? What is, Rosemarie? Oh, well, all these flowers. There's so many butterflies and the sky is so blue, too. It truly is just as I had imagined. Come, Rosemarie, stay close to me.
Yes.
You just stay right by me, girl, all right? I was wondering if she would see anything different, but it appears to be roughly just about the same thing. Fair enough, fair enough. That said, I will be taking this mushroom. Thank you. I don't think I'm actually going to need it. I don't think anything will hit me in this area, but still, all the same. The tender flesh of earthly desire. Plop it onto the pedestal. There you go. I also don't have to talk to all of the golden ghosts this time. So we'll be able to just kind of get our way through it a little quick and easy. You good over there? Oh, Elise, how wonderful. What? Oh, look, yep, fireflies coming out of that stump. Isn't their golden light so beautiful? How can the sky be blue while fireflies fly by? That's a contradiction. You're full of the nonsense right now. Oh, dear. All right. Anything else you want to say? Oh, Elise. Now what? I'm just excited, Elise. I didn't want to get emotional, but I can't help it. Say, you were carrying on about the blue sky earlier. Wasn't it so beautiful, Elise? I have a bad feeling about this. There are all these butterflies. It looks like a storybook. Doesn't anything seem strange to you? Strange? All these branches, for example? Oh, don't be silly, Elise. They're in bloom. I don't know what's going on, but I gotta be careful. Far too late to be careful now, Elise! We are knee-deep in this mess. We are absolutely wading through this disgusting abomination, and we are not wearing galoshes. All right. Just a little bit of the hops, a little bit of the bops. Get ourselves on through to the other side. There you go. Just put this vial of blood, diluted blood. There you go. Just what everybody wants a little of in their life, apparently. Yes, yes, I know, you're very enraptured by all of it. A fountain!
I...
Rosemarie, I don't think we're The water's so clear, too. Oh, this is such a wonderful place. She's gone full-on loop-loops. No good, no good. All right, keep it going, keep it going. I'll be taking this, don't mind me. We'll call it a souvenir, how about it? All right, now the good company. I suppose this will be enough. Just a little dolly. There we go. I heard a goat. Flock, is that you? How worried should I be? Immensely? I'm gonna go with immensely. Oh, Elise. What now, Rosemary? To think you'd bring me to such a wonderful place. Come now, there's an even better place up ahead. Ugh. I know Elise more or less doesn't understand that she's about to sacrifice Rosemary when she does that, but just the way she says, like, oh, don't worry. It's gonna be even more beautiful up ahead. Just watch the fireworks, Rosemary. Just watch the fireworks. It's a dark image in my brain, and I don't like it. I really don't. Yep. Lots of fire. The gates that old hag told me about.
This is it!
Yep, they're open. But if I go through with this, we're going to have to murder Rosemary, and we're not doing that. If what's on the other side of these gates is anything like the woods, we ain't doing it. All right, now I have one thing I want to. No, I can say it during the credit roll because it's to do with what we're gonna what my hopes for the epilogue, I suppose. So, no, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. We're done here. We don't need to be here anymore. Amongst the organ trees. Huh?
I'm sorry.
Aren't you going in, Elise?
You know,
No, Rosemary, I'm not.
Elise.
I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Oh,
What about your wish?
now that you
I suppose
mention
you could say it's changed. But you said earlier it hadn't. That you wanted to...
Marine.
Oh, well, damn, there it is. Not the most romantic of locations amongst the throbbing organ trees. The meadow in the last one was a little nicer. Are we at the meadow now? There's the meadow. Okay. See, this is probably where you should have said it, if I'm honest with you.
Oh, Elise.
Oh, she heckin' embarrass. I don't need this silly wish of mine anymore. Not if I can start afresh with you by my side.
But
Are you sure, Elise? Come. Now let's leave this place. Oh, but I don't have anything ready for supper.
go!
We'll figure it out, Rosemary. Hurry now. Yes, Elise. So, that is cute, and it is nice, but there's something bothering me about all of it. And it's this mystic fated meeting aspect. I briefly touched on it before, but there's something about it that just ain't sitting right with me. And honestly, it's the things that Elise said during that boss fight just kind of enforce it for me. It's like, she's like, I don't understand the things she's saying and the way she's going about things, and she confuses me in so many different ways, but for some reason I can't explain. I'm drawn to her. That feels odd. I feel like I'm not supposed to be reading it that way, but it's how it's coming off to me. And, okay, you know what? Let's completely disregard all of the mysticism, all of the witchcraft, all of the everything, okay? Every single conversation Elise and Rosemary had over the course of this entire game, both story and heart event, all centered around the same thing. And it was their fate, the their fated meeting, the soulmatitude of the whole situation, talking about him and the wish and the various things you have to do in order to get to him and fulfill the wish and all of that and that this and that and the other thing, and it just every conversation was that. To the point where I want to know. This is why I want to see the epilogue so badly for these two, because I don't know what are they gonna talk about now. Not only did they meet 6 days ago, it feels like they're starting over again. Who is Rosemary when she isn't beholden to her fate? That's what I want to know. Because that's kind of been her whole personality, is explaining the fate, conveying all of these thoughts and this lore and everything. But removed from that, with none of that there anymore, what is there? Epilogue? Tell me a story. Paint me a picture. That's what I want. Okay? I want to see some real, true, at the very least, you know what? Okay. It doesn't need to be a super duper duper ultra mega deep connection. Show me a true beginning. Like they keep saying. Elise kept saying, and even Rosemary said, it's a new beginning, a fresh start. Let's look at it from that perspective. I like that idea, because I feel like Rosemary has an unfair disadvantage next to Freya, and I haven't seen her events yet, but even Leb, because they have a pre-existing relationship with Elise. We, like during all of those hard events with Freya, we heard about these past events and all of these other things, and even with none of the hard events with Leb, we know they played in the fountain and that they snuck into Father Hans's study every now and then and everything. Whereas, so like, there's all of this different, there's this history, this story. A natural romance can bloom from that more organically. Whereas with Rose and Marie, it feels more like they're being tied together by some sort of red string of fate. And I don't want that for either of them. I want it to feel natural and real, you know? Does that make sense? I feel like I'm overthinking things again, but I don't know. That's just kind of how it all came off to me. Anywho, we don't need to see the rest of the credits. Let's just get to that epilogue. I want to be loud. Show me what you got, game. What is to become of these two? Tell me their story. Separate paths? I saw no purpose in staying in Kieferberg without her. Now that I was freed from my longing, I could follow my own path. I traveled far to Primmeldorf, to the mountains and beyond. Truly, Kieferberg couldn't compare to how full of life the world was. Had it not been for Rosemary, the time we spent together, all the things she taught me, I would have never broken free from the person I was back in Kieferberg. And nor would Rosemary have broken free from her fate. That's what I was looking for! Okay! But are they not traveling together? Oh wait, no, they're there. On the morning she left, she came into my room, and she whispered by my ear, "Oh, we will meet again, Elise. On the 7th night of the 7th moon, I will be there, waiting for you in the heart of the woods. I will come to you when I'm ready, Elise. For now, I'll be taking your apron. I hope you won't mind." Thievery? Year after year, I went back to the same clearing hoping to meet her. She didn't show up the first year, or the second. Was it the right place? Had I waited long enough? Where are you, Rosemary? I waited and I waited. Maybe she's forgotten me. But on the 3rd year, Why'd she do that, though?
Aw.
Oh, who am I kidding? She's not coming this year either, is she? I could have dreamt it all, yet I kept coming here.
Elise. Rose and Marine?
Suddenly she appears! What journey were you on? You waited for me, Elise.
For goodness sake.
I thought you'd never come, Rosemary. I told you I'd be here, silly.
Rose and Marine.
Okay, but no, for real though, where did you go? Why couldn't you two travel together? Why leave a girl hanging for 3 years? Oh, I have so much to tell you. I learned so many things you wouldn't believe. Okay, well actually no, hang on. Let me think that through. In a sense, it actually might be a good thing. Rosemary setting off on her own for a good while to come into her own, be her own person. Again, we're talking about breaking away from fate. She didn't have to be beholden to it anymore, so maybe she went off to find herself before entering a relationship. I guess I can somewhat. Okay.
I see.
Such as?
Yes.
Oh, I can do pottery now. A ghost taught me. I learned how to fish, and I made a rocking chair all by myself even. And I also brought you something. Is it another pine cone? Or a bracelet?
Oh, Elise.
You cut your hair, Rosemary.
Yes.
Oh, it got in the way when I first started out doing odd jobs. Odd jobs? Yeah, you know, the guy with the hat. I was a chimney sweeper for a couple months.
For goodness sake.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
I came here to tell you something, actually.
you know,
You're not leaving again, are you? No, silly. I came to tell you I'm ready to stay, Elise.
Rose and Marine. I'm here for you, Elise.
You're ready to stay now too, aren't you? You knew I needed time to grow, huh? Okay. Time apart, come into your own as people, follow your own path. Okay, I understand. I get it.
Oh,
We both did, wouldn't you say? All right. What was it you wanted to tell me then?
I love you, Elise.
I still feel like that's a little sudden. Maybe we could maybe we could have more than like a month worth of face-to-face time before we say stuff like that. Again, it's been a couple years.
Shush it, you.
My Elise, you're bright red. All right. Okay. That's definitely an ending that is, in fact, meant to be a beginning. And I can respect that, honestly. All right. I had a lot of questions, and sure, not every single thing got answered, but I see the vision.
Little Goody Two Shoes.
I accept it. Not bad, game. Not bad at all. All right, then. Well, then with that, it leaves us with one final path to go down. And that is with Lebkuchen. We are going to see just what kind of story unfolds when we speak to her more. Yeah. Well, don't mind me. I'm just going to head off and get started then.